to gain understanding that wisdom may be vouchsafed to me. Wisdom and knowledge is all around us, available through the people and situations we run into. Developing a successful learning process now while we're in our college years will prepare us for better learning and absorbing knowledge in the future. We can learn a lot about ourselves as well as others if we just take the time to recognize the lessons presented to us. Throughout our lives, we'll be given knowledge about the sorority as well as life in general. It is up to us to apply Alpha Gamma Delta's values to every situation, every day.
At birth, we are blessed with a body that is solely our own. This line of the purpose is all about embracing your body, loving your body, and honoring your body. If you examine the human body, it really is miraculous. Our bodies were designed to be active and to work as this incredible machine. But to have all of this, it needs to be taken care of. This means providing it with the right fuel through the food you eat and exercising to allow it to maintain and build its strength. It feels really good when you know you're giving your body what it needs. Exercise is also one of the best forms of stress relief. I feel so healthy and strong, empowered even, and this brings a lot of happiness. There are so many ways that you can look to your sisters in living out this part of the purpose. You can call any of them up if you're looking for a workout buddy. A lot of us like to be outdoors. There's bound to be someone who would take you to the doctor if you're sick, or go to a healthy cooking class with you, or whatever. It's also really important to remember that an often overlooked but extremely essential aspect of your health is your emotional health. To develop and prize health and vigor of body. It's exactly that. You must prize who you are, prize everything about you. There are a number of reasons why a woman may have an unstable sense of self, from intrinsic battles to cultural pressures. But Alpha Gamma Delta is based on love, and you must always remember that your sisters will love you for you exactly how you are. Here you will find endless support and encouragement if you need any form of help or uplifting. A true sister will reach out when they see you're down, encourage you to get help, assist in any way she can, and never, ever, ever present you with judgment. There is such a thing as too much self-doubt, too much eating, too much dieting, or too much self-induced stress, too much drinking, or too much anything that could be a negative outlet. I encourage you to let Alpha Gamma Delta serve as an outlet for you. You are a beautiful woman deserving of a full life, and if you ever doubt that, or if you ever need any help, look to your sisters who love and care about you to pull you through. And believe me, they do care.
I am covering the third line of the purpose, which is to cultivate acquaintance with many whom I meet. To me, this means to get to know a person and do not judge them, and get to know them for who they really are, and to cherish every moment that you have with that person, because they can always teach you something that you may never have known.
To cherish friendships with but a chosen few and to study the perfecting of those friendships. This means to me that as a sorority, we need to make sure we work hard to be the best quality sister and friend possible. It also means that not only during our undergrad years, but through our alum life, we live to this line of the purpose.
To welcome the opportunity of contributing to the world's work in the community where I am placed because of the joy of service thereby bestowed and the talent of leadership multiplied. Without a doubt, I think that this is one of the more complex lines in our purpose, and because of that requires careful dissection. In a way, though, that is one of the things that I appreciate about it, that there are so many facets encompassed in this one sentence. First off, welcome the opportunity of contributing to the world's work. To me, that says that if you're going to do something good but with a begrudging attitude, then you may as well not do it at all. To welcome, that one word is key. When you welcome someone, you greet them with open arms. You willingly invite that person into your life, and you should treat service opportunities the same way. Invite the opportunity to serve into your life by actively looking for ways to help those around you. In the community where I am placed. I think that one is so crucial because it serves as a reminder that you don't have to be fixing all the problems of the world in order to do some good in it. It's the small things that bring light and life to those around you, to your community. Hold doors open for people. Make eye contact when someone's talking to you so they know you're really listening to them. Handwrite a note to someone who's feeling down. Tip excessively. Yes, active volunteer work, going to the animal shelter, helping to organize a blood drive, that kind of contribution is excellent, but to me, this line is also highlighting the importance of passive service as well, because of the joy of service thereby bestowed. To me, this phrase has a twofold meaning, because the truth is that you're not just blessing others through your services, but yourself as well. The most graceful, talented, humble girls I know, and yes, I'm mostly referring to my sisters, are the ones who volunteer the most, who contribute to different organizations on campus, who look for ways to lift others up. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, is the talent of leadership multiplied. I think this line is particularly important because it highlights the exponential value of good service. When you're actively participating in your community, you're not just exclusively helping those you set out to serve, you're setting an example for everyone else. Instead of complaining about poor leadership, you're establishing a pattern of good for future generations. So if one of the girls on our executive council becomes a positive role model, the other girls follow suit. And then the girls in the positions under them learn to lead the same way, thereby training the girls underneath them, who then take that knowledge into their classrooms, their organizations, their jobs, etc. And suddenly you have a whole community of people striving to maintain a positive and fulfilling environment for all, and it started with one GAM choosing to be a good leader.
To honor my home, my country, my religious faith. This line of the purpose can be adapted and applied in a very personal and individualistic way, and I believe it was meant to be that way. This line recognizes that as each GAM is a representative of Alpha Gamma Delta, as such, she must also strive to bring glory to her homeland, beliefs, and upbringing in everything she does. If we work backwards to break down this line, the first word to examine is faith. Across the board, faith is essential to life. It doesn't matter what you believe in, whether you believe in a Christian God or another higher power, or maybe you just believe in love and good triumphing over bad, or in all things having a time and place, or maybe just believing that things will get better. Faith doesn't necessarily have to have any specific religious affiliation, but have something to give you spiritual experiences. Have something to give you peace of mind. Have something to hope in, because without hope, we are powerless to bring ourselves up out of life's emotional lows. And when you identify your personal faith, hold on to it. Use it to guide your life and also to lift up your sisters when they fall into troubles. This line references our home and country. Our definition of home will be different for every sister. A home can consist of different places, people, emotions, memories, and instilled values. But the function of every home is the same, to be a place you can return to and feel comforted and secure. Think about what would be your own home and what it means to you. The final key word in this line is honor. To honor something is to represent it with pride, to find joy in it, to act in order to please it or put it in a positive light. Everything you do is an act which can honor or dishonor the base of values and ideas that you represent. As you go out into the world as an Alpha Gam, try to find honor and meaning in what you do, whether it's making big life decisions or doing small day-to-day things. Ask yourself, in doing this, am I showing the world a true representation of who I am? I promise that the more times you answer this question in the affirmative, the more joy you'll find in even the little things in life.
My next line is to hold truth invaluable, sincerity essential, kindness invaluable. This means to keep what you believe at the highest reach of your life. Do not let other people try to persuade you. Do not try to persuade people from what they believe, because what they always bring on you and what you always bring on me always makes you grow into a stronger person throughout life.
To covet beauty in environment, manner, word, and thought. How you treat others is how you will be treated in return. What you put into your environment, manner, word, and thought is what you should expect to receive. I think it's important to search for the good in every aspect and situation you come across. I think this especially reigns true when looking within yourself and your own words and thoughts. Understand that everything you say and do can have an effect on the people around you, whether it is negative or positive. To think about others' feelings before you speak or act truly exhibits the beauty that we value as a member of Alpha Gamma Delta.
To possess high ideals and to attain somewhat unto them. This means to me as an Alpha Gam that we should set high morals and values for ourselves and our sisters to help each other succeed. We need to remember not to put too many things on our plate and to not punish ourselves for not completing them all, but to keep trying and encourage our sisters to do the same.
Ultimately, I think that if you're deciding to go Greek, while spending time with the members and learning about the organization on a general level are both crucial, the key is to study the organization's purpose or founding principles extensively. Because when you're initiated as a Greek, you're making a promise to your new brothers and sisters that for the rest of your life, you're going to do your best to live up to that purpose, to be the kind of fraternal member that they can be proud of. And you want to make sure before you making that promise that the purpose truly resonates with you, that it's something you're going to want to live. The second, and I think this is most important, is to look at the members of that organization, to study their choices, their mannerisms carefully, to see if they're living out the oath they've taken. And if they aren't, then don't bother. Because if that promise doesn't mean something to them, then why on earth would it mean something to you? Look for the organization that takes their purpose seriously. I can guarantee that not only will you grow the most with them, but you'll form the tightest bonds.
This shall be my purpose, that those who know me may esteem Alpha Gamma Delta for her attainments, revere her for her purposes, and love her for her womanhood.